What's up, everyone? Welcome into Bleacher Talk. I'm Claudia Collins alongside Jordan Spurgeon. And I know this time of year you're thinking about baseball and track and field, and we're wrapping up high school basketball soon, but we know that football never sleeps in Arizona, especially when it comes to Arizona
Mhm.
high school football. And we will always be talking about it here on Bleacher Talk. So later on in the show, of course, we will always have Eliav Gabai on for our social spotlight segment. And then we have a really cool interview with Roxy Singer. She's a super talented flag football player with Olympic dreams. So that was a really cool conversation. But first, what do we have, Spurge?
You talk about football never sleeping. I'm not sure if Adam Beadle ever sleeps. He's still a college student, and
Never.
he is like now the go-to guy in the Arizona high school football space. I don't say that lightly. He has filled some shoes over the last couple of years, and he has really stepped into that role. So here's our conversation with Adam Beadle. Welcome back to Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon alongside Claudia Collins, and a familiar face to the show, Adam Beadle, joins us now over there at Arizona Varsity. And Adam really, truly is right now the face of covering high school sports. Everyone's talking to him. A new coach gets hired. Adam seems to be the first guy pulling quotes and getting them. And by the way, guys, still in college. Adam, we oftentimes forget that you're still at the Cronkite School right now, and just wanted to say you're doing incredible work. So, with all the kind words out of the way, I just want to start there. Um,
I'm flattered. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I truly, I love it.
of
Appreciate it.
course, absolutely. So, we've talked a lot at different sidelines and stuff in the last few weeks and
hmm
stuff. It's been a big, crazy coaching cycle. There's been a couple of new guys hired this week, out at Queen Creek. You get a new coach out there. What are you hearing out there?
Yeah, Steve Huber, defensive coordinator from Chandler, just got hired last Friday. This was a process. Queen Creek wanted to be quick. As soon as Travis Sherman had resigned, I know they kind of immediately had a couple people lined up that they, wanted to talk to and wanted to get in. And so I'm not surprised that it was a fast process. And from what I've heard, I've talked to Coach Huber just a little bit. He's a little bummed to be leaving that Chandler team. I think he's really proud of some of the stuff they did last season, especially making it into the Open Division under Ty Wisdom for the first year. But I think he's really, really excited for what's ahead, and going to catch up with him a lot more soon. So I think that's a great hire by Queen Creek, and he's a guy that has left his mark in a lot of places. So it's going to be really cool to see what he does at Queen Creek.
Are there any jobs that have been filled that like really excite you, even if they're ones that we saw get filled, a couple weeks or months ago, whatever
Yeah.
it might be?
I absolutely love Jason Ronquillo at Saguaro now. I know that was a process that we weren't really aware of a timeline, and to be honest, the whole way in which it came about was kind of sudden. Saguaro had made the decision to hire an AD and a head coach basically at the same time. They've been without an AD since I think November of December. Obviously, Darius Kelly was let go after the 2025 season, but this is a guy that comes in with years and years of experience coaching at Yelm High School in Washington. I saw some stuff from Brandon Huffman over there at 24/7 Sports, who just has a lot of really good things to say about what Ron Kilo did at Yelm. And then he was at Gilbert last year, coached the defense over there, and now he's going to get a chance to lead the program again. So I'm really excited about the opportunity for him there. And then also as well, I mean, I feel like anytime a CUSD school is mentioned, it automatically brings up some eyeballs and some ears. And so I think getting to see Jeremy Hathcock lead a CUSD program is immensely exciting. This is a guy who has a known track record of winning. And I have no doubt that with him at a CUSD school like Perry, with the resources that are available to him, with that administration in place, that they are going to have the opportunity to win and win at a high level.
Are there any jobs still open right now that you're hearing might be kind of closed soon or that you're just particularly interested in?
Really the last big one we have left is Mesa. I haven't heard a whole lot out of there just because of, the situation going on with their administration in the front office at the moment. So I'm not really sure of a timeline there at the moment. Would love to kind of, figure that out in the next couple. I'd assume that they're going to have someone in place before the start of spring ball. That usually is kind of the timeline for most of these guys, is they want to have someone in place before mid-April. So I would assume that will be the case for Mesa. But other than that, it hasn't been as crazy as it was last year. I feel like it was every day we had a new coach being hired or a coach leaving a school and just all these changes. This year, there's been a couple big ones, but it hasn't been too crazy.
I like always getting a couple different perspectives on this. So I'm curious, is there any one or two players that are flying totally under the radar, in your opinion, that you think might have a breakout season this year? I'm putting you on the spot
Ooh.
here. I didn't give you any notice, so if you need a second, go for it.
Uh, there's a couple of guys. Well, I'll tell you about maybe tie them into the transfers a little bit as well, because I think that'll help. Um, Obviously, Dane Silver is a big one. He's a guy that's gotten an offer from Northern Arizona and a couple of other Division One looks over the last 2 years. Obviously, missed the majority of his freshman season with an injury, but was able to come in last year and do some big things. And now he's going to be over at Red Mountain with Kyle Enders. We know what Kyle Enders is able to do with his teams and the type of talent that he's able to produce. So, I think once Dane becomes eligible and is able to play on that Red Mountain team, that offense is going to be really exciting. And then another kid I think is also flying under the radar that just transferred from Chandler to Liberty is Chase Ochoa, 2028 running back. This is a guy that I think has all the characteristics you could ask for, and a young running back. It took a while to kind of get going last season, but once he was able to get clicking and get into a rhythm, he was a big factor for that Chandler offense, especially late in the season. So getting the opportunity to watch him next year with Jaden Sanchez and that 1-2 punch Liberty will have at running back once Ochoa becomes eligible will be exciting. But those are two guys that I definitely have on my radar, both 2028 kids. As now we kind of see this next, the next wave in the spring, we'll really see the recruitment of those 2028 kids pick up, as we are seeing a lot of the 2027 as well.
I'm going to close it out with this because we're always excited to see what you're going to be up to. So, what do the next few months look like as far as what you're hoping to get out to and cover?
Yeah, absolutely. We have the Under Armour Next event is going to be here, I think March 8th, so I'll be out at that one hopefully. And then after that, we've kind of just got a period where it's just ASU spring ball. Looking forward to making it to a couple of their practices. Gonna definitely drive up north and go up to NAU a couple of times, and check out what Coach Wright is doing over there. I think that they've brought in a lot of amazing talent, especially a lot of talent from AZ. I was actually talking with Tim Roshman the other day, and I think almost 50% of NAU's roster next season is going to be all Arizona grown kids. So that'll produce some pretty exciting stories. I'm excited for that. And then high school spring ball is right around the corner. Believe it or not, Arizona high school football. I always tell people, nowadays, the day and age of recruiting, and whether you believe it or not, the transfer portal and all that other stuff does have its effects on high school football, and the coaching changes. So Arizona high school football never sleeps. And so just looking forward to getting back to it in May. Maybe not looking forward to getting in an ice bath. But it should be a fun time as the weather starts to maybe heat up, maybe cool down. I don't know what it's doing nowadays.
I hate that.
Well, awesome, Adam. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and good luck with all your coverage. Everybody go follow him over on X, and we'll talk soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
I can bank when I want, where I want.
I can show my school spirit with every purchase.
I get rewarded for all I do with them, like a rate discount on my first auto loan.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey, how's it going? All right, ready, let's go. So excited.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring.
This ought to get pretty wild.
Why is that, you may ask? Because NASCAR and the NTT IndyCar Series are coming to Phoenix, and it's going to be a weekend of good vibes the whole family won't forget. The best-in-class fan experience meets racing's toughest drivers for 3 days of action on and off the track, all surrounded by the beautiful Estrella Mountains.
Oh, yeah, baby!
Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Sports card collecting is a terrific hobby, and I'm so pleased to be partnering with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. You'll be seeing a lot of their content on our website at sports360az.com in the coming months.
Caesars Financial Group makes home financing simple. Clear options, fast pre-approvals, and on-time closings, backed by a mission to improve the lives we touch. Learn more at www.hfg.app/start.
This is a Santan Ford announcement. Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert. We are Santan Ford.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi, folks. Here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Spectacular golf awaits you at Whirlwind Golf Club at Wild Horse Pass. 36 holes of Gary Pank's design courses, a must play. That's Whirlwind Golf Club. Think Whirlwind.
We're now joined by Roxy Singer. She's a wide receiver and cornerback at the Marana flag football team. You're also a wrestler. There's actually just so much to this girl's story. So let's just jump into it and kind of start with your backstory in flag football. What got you into flag and what's the relationship like with that sport now?
So it initially started just as like a fun recreational sport that my dad got me into to keep me active when I was younger. It was that and soccer. Then they brought it into high school and then now college and now the Olympics. So it's like a huge thing now. So yeah.
And that's the teaser right there. We're talking about the 2028 Olympics. Roxy, you had a chance to go to Japan and try out or begin tryouts for the Olympic team. So tell me a little bit about your nationality, your dual citizenship, and what this opportunity and experience was like for you going to Japan to try out.
My dad got stationed over in Japan when he was in active duty for the Air Force. So that's how he was over there. And then he met my mom. And me and my sister, because I have a sister who also plays football. She's in college now. But me and her, we were both born there on the Air Force base, which automatically gave us U.S. citizenship as well as Japanese citizenship, just because our mom was full Japanese, born and raised there. And then just trying out for the team and everything, it was interesting because me and my dad were kind of just looking over college film at first. It was like 2 or 3 years ago when football, like flag football, just became like a bigger thing. And so we were watching the college championship, and then we saw right under it, it was just like world's tournaments. And we are like, oh, let's watch this. And then we saw that there was a Team Japan. And we're like, oh, wouldn't that be crazy if you went home and played with them? And it was kind of just like this ongoing thing we kind of talked about, kind of stopped talking about it for a while just because we were so focused on high school at this point. But then as I got closer and closer to graduation, I was like, I really want to make this happen. Like, this is something that is a serious dream of mine, and I really think I could pursue. And so I had a coach that I was talking to about offers that said that they knew someone or they could help me like get in contact with the person who like runs the whole organization. So I got on a Zoom call with them. This is about a year ago, I think, a year and a half ago, that I got on a call with them. And they kind of just gave me a rundown of how the team was. They didn't really invite me out necessarily, but it was more just like a rundown of where's your commitment, where's all that. And then it wasn't until this year I got back on a call with them, and they're like, hey, we'd love to have you come out. Here are the dates. We really hope you can make it out.
And
And
what's just that
getting out.
experience been like, just being able to be in contact and get out there? I mean, what has that really just meant to you?
It's meant a lot just like knowing how far I've come since like the first time I ever played football. Like actually doing something that, a lot of people just dream about and also people didn't think it was real. Like I feel like it wasn't until this last year of them like the NFL highly promoting flag football that no one really took it seriously in a way. But I think these next couple steps and I'm just happy I can be a part of it, but that's kind of how it's been right now for me.
Well, I just want to ask because we talk a lot about multi-sport athletes here, and you're involved in, honestly, just to be frank, sports that women weren't doing. Like when I started this job reporting on sports, just wasn't a thing. How do you think wrestling benefits flag football and track and field? How do they all help you become a more well-rounded athlete?
Um, I feel like just because I started in flag, like a lot of it builds off of that. I mean, in football, the top things that you need to know is body control, I feel like. Whether that's your footwork, your hands, your smarts, your mental side of it. Which wrestling just like excelled that. Like I just excelled at it because I already had those fundamentals of like move your feet but be in control at the same time. Like don't just move around just to move around, like have a purpose, like move with a purpose.
I'm curious too, this last thing that I've got for you, knowing that, flag football at one point for you was more of a recreational sport and you were pursuing these other things, and now you're busy with wrestling and track. But when you were out there in Japan, what did you learn about what the next steps are for you with flag football to get where you want to go, which sounds like could be in LA in 2028? What are the next steps you need to take?
Yeah, so I am planning on moving back at the beginning of March, right after wrestling season, to truly show my commitment to the team. Whether I get selected for the 12-man starting roster or I continue to be on the practice team, I just want to show them like I really am here for like to build a team for the Olympics. Like even if that means I don't get on the actual roster till another year. Like, I just want to show them that, I'm prepared and I want to learn because obviously there's a huge language barrier there. So it's really hard for me to learn at a distance. And just to get to know like the team and coaches and everything.
Awesome. Well, you have such a cool story. We're absolutely rooting for you to make the Japan Olympic team. Congrats on all you've accomplished, and hopefully the wrestling state championships go pretty well for you as well. A lot around the corner for you, Roxy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I can bank when I want, where I want. There are no hidden fees. I check the fine print.
They give back to the community I'm working to conserve.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey guys. Hey, how's it going? All right, ready, let's go.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria, New York style pizza. Oh man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York style pizzeria.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring.
This ought to get pretty wild.
Why is that, you may ask? Because NASCAR and the NTT IndyCar Series are coming to Phoenix, and it's going to be a weekend of good vibes the whole family won't forget. The best-in-class fan experience meets racing's toughest drivers for 3 days of action on and off the track, all surrounded by the beautiful Estrella Mountains. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
Homeowners Financial Group makes home financing simple. Clear options, fast pre-approvals, and on-time closings, backed by a mission to improve the lives we touch. Learn more at www.hfg.app/start.
I've always loved collecting cards, and I'm so happy to be partnering with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. We're talking about hobby boxes, packs, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, UFC. You know it, you love it, and if you've not experienced collecting before, this is a great place to start. And of course, there's a business side to this too. All of it in one place. So excited to be partnering again with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. Looking forward to it.
What would you need to experience life in full motion? Expertise to provide the best care, unsurpassed training and technique. It requires the best orthopedic surgeons. Ortho Arizona.
This is a Santan Ford announcement. Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.
The time is here, our social spotlight segment with Eliav Goodbye. Welcome back into Bleacher Talk. I'm Claudia Collins alongside Jordan Spurgeon. And as always, Eliav takes the plunge into social media and finds the best of the best. And you see what I did there. Let's get started.
Yes, yes, I see what you did there, and the audience will see very soon a cold plunge, if I will. Red Mountain, in Hebrew we say Sachten. That's nice. That is super nice. Red Mountain, are you kidding me? The ice plunge on location. Spurge, you know I'm gonna say it. First challenge, let's go.
Hey, you know what, Kyle Enders? I know you hear this. Next interview, I'm coming out spring ball, and we're gonna sit in the cold plunges, and we're gonna talk for at least 5 minutes. I can do 5 minutes. I have a feeling you can too. If you can't,
I'm not
I'm just gonna make
volunteering
fun of
myself
you.
for this.
You can come film it. You can come film. But that's super cool. You know, the recovery is super important, and the fact that these schools are having the ability to put in something like that where guys can have that advantage because it's expensive to go to other places, and there's a lot of really nice places that you can go to for recovery. But when you can have it right there for free on campus, and I know Kyle and his staff are going to take great care of it, doesn't get better than that. But maybe an interview from the cold plunge coming soon.
I'm going to be locked in to that one. And you know what, Spurge? That's great advice. Recovery is very important. And you know what? How about some more advice this time from our guy, Cody Cameron, one of the best. He's absolutely right here, too, as we head closer to spring ball. Make sure you have your team camps locked in for the summer. Built going to be running 4 sites this year. Reach out to Cody for help and guidance. Claudia, how much can we say about Cody? He is the guy to go to, no doubt.
I mean, trust Cody with your life when it comes to anything Arizona high school football, I feel like. I know we all do. But truly, I mean, if there's one thing we know about him and the work that he does doing these camps, is it really is all about the kids. They try to get everybody an opportunity. And I even know that it's to the point where when there's no availability left for them, like he's pointing them in the direction elsewhere to make sure that they get to go to camp, whether it's with them or not. And I think that alone says a lot about why you should trust Cody and go to camp with him, if that makes any sense. But you know, they do great work. It's great team building, team bonding, and just season prep. And for a lot of these guys, it's get out the heck out of this Arizona heat in the summer. And sometimes it's in Arizona, but we're up in the mountains and things are cooler, and everybody wants a piece of that.
No doubt about it. One of our favorite events of the year is coming up. The National Football Foundation Bill Riddle Chapter Award Show. I know we're all fired up about it, especially because congrats, Jason Mons, the 2026 Distinguished Arizonan of the Year. I love it. I'm so happy for Jason Mons, of course, done so much great work across the valley. And this makes me especially happy. I think warms all of our hearts for sure. Congrats to Brad Gass and John Gustafson. Gus, the Excellence in Sports Media recipients for the NFF award show as well. I mean, what can you say about these 3 absolute studs in Arizona high school sports and just sports in general, not just high school, all over the place?
I mean, starting with Coach Mons, what he did at Saguaro, absolutely unreal. All those championships, building that program year in and year out, competing with the best, winning an open state title. I mean, you just can't say enough about Coach Mons. He is so talented. He's going to continue to climb the ranks in college, and we're excited for what he does. He's killing it as the tight ends coach at ASU. And then Gus and Brad, I mean, you all see us around all the time, our faces. They're usually in those same places. They're just maybe not always talking to you, but they are doing the best work possible. And sometimes they're there by themselves, and they are the ones behind the camera talking to your student athletes, getting them their TV time on their special shows. And they just do incredible work. Great people, amazing videographers, and it's cool that we're recognizing people that aren't just the front-facing talent, the ones that are getting it done behind the scenes, because they are just incredible people.
Yeah, and we're just a month away from the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun chapter, Bill Riddle chapter awards. And it's an event we love at Sports 360. We're heavily involved, but that's because we love it and we really value what they do. It's awarding athletes for their on-field and off-field accomplishments. And it's just a great opportunity to see these guys celebrated for all of their accomplishments. So there's going to be a lot of that coming up. So spoiler alert, this isn't the last you've seen of the NFF.
Lots of congratulations will be in order. That's all we have for Social Spotlight.
Well, yeah, thank you as always, and thank you to everybody for tuning in this week on Bleacher Talk. For more content, head on over to sports360az.com. That'll do it for this week. We'll see you next time.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi folks, here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Spectacular golf awaits you at Whirlwind Golf Club at Wild Horse Pass. 36 holes of Gary Pank's design courses, a must play. That's Whirlwind Golf Club. Think Whirlwind.
This is a Santan Ford announcement.
Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.